Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Emerson11, and today we're going to be doing another gaming setup video. Seems like we do one of these every half a year, because stuff changes so much. Last time I did one of these, the desk was completely different. I had less stuff on it, but as my demand for stuff grows, I got to build bigger desks and all that kind of stuff. So this desk is a new desk. I built it myself from hardware store material and stuff. If you go back like 3-4 months ago, I did a video on the desk, and not really what was on it, but just about the desk. If you look back in time, this is what my desk used to look like. It was just one single little desk from office store with 2 monitors on it, one for gaming and one for editing. Now you look at it, and I need such a huge desk, an L-shaped desk now. I need 3 monitors because I got 2 computers and an Xbox, all this different stuff. This desk actually is, funnily enough, this part here is the old desk, the old desktop with just new legs, and then this part's all new over here. But I'm just going to show you through all the stuff on it and how the desk works, and all this area here. This is kind of a show-off shelf for all the boxes. So without further ado, let's get into it. I think we start from the more minimal end and go to the bigger end. So we're going to start with just this little spot over here, which is literally just Apple keyboard, Apple mouse, and 1 monitor. This is the editing monitor here with my Mac running on it. That's it. That's all I do use it for, is editing, recording, and that all just goes to that one single monitor here. This is a Acer. Let's look down here. Acer, yes. It is an Acer KA. I want it to focus on the letters first. KA240HQ. It's a reasonably strange monitor. It's not focusing. Please focus. I haven't actually looked into it at all. I'm thinking it has a 5 millisecond response time, full HD. It's a pretty good monitor, but I don't really need high specs. I just need HD to edit. That's all I really need. So it's basic end over here. We start over here with the more interesting stuff. This is, if we can get it to focus and brighten up a little. This is my PC here. This has got a good monitor, my Razer Essential Deathstalker keyboard, so it's the one without the backlit keys, which is kind of boring. And my Logitech G602 mouse. I'm not actually looking at it. My Logitech G602 mouse and mouse pad. So we have a Benq GL2460. Let's just focus on that. GL2460 monitor here. It's 2 millisecond response time, full HD. Beautiful monitor by Benq. Very, very cheap and very good for its price. It's great. I would definitely recommend it. It's pretty cheap. It's only around $180 Australian, which is probably 150 US. I don't know. This keyboard, I don't really care very much about keyboards. It's a decent keyboard for its price. It's very, very cheap. I need chiclet keys because I can't use mechanical keys because, one, they're noisy. This one's, it's actually reasonably noisy. But it's just I can't use big, thick keys. I don't know why. It's just my personal preference. Everyone has different preferences. This mouse is perfect. It fits my hand. Alright, I'm using the wrong hand. It fits my hand perfectly. It's got it's got pretty good DPI. It's wireless, so it keeps all the wires off the desk. I'd like to have everything wireless, but obviously keyboards don't work that way. It's got functional keys, programmable keys. It's beautiful. It's a great mouse. Definitely recommend it. It's also pretty cheap. And then over here, let's just start with the speakers. These are some, I think they're called Actimate Mini. I literally only use them to listen to music. They just look really, really nice on the desk, supported by the 2 monitors. They got good sound. They don't have a subwoofer or anything, but they make very good warm sound. This is like a little Bluetooth connector here so that I can connect things through Bluetooth. So that's the kind of PC setup over here. Right in the middle here, we have this audio setup thing going on right here. So this is my Astro Mixamp Pro right here. This connects my headphones to both the Xbox and the PC, giving me all that good game sound. If you want a in-depth thing on the audio in my room, I'll do one in the future, I'm assuming, but leave a comment if you really want one. Here is my Samson Media mic. It's a pretty cheap microphone, looks very nice. It's attached to this mic stand here you can pull out and obviously adjust it to wherever I'm sitting. I use that on the daily for gaming videos. It's a great microphone, makes good sound for its price. And if we move over here, let's move over to the Xbox setup. This is a Benq RL2455HM, I believe the name is. Full HD, 1 millisecond response time, 60 Hertz. Every monitor on here is 60 Hertz, by the way. It's beautiful, got some great colors, as you can tell here. It's got the same background as that one on the Xbox. Black Ops 3 beta is over, but that's obviously what the last thing I was playing was. This is my Xbox One controller here. This is called the Covert Forces controller. It looks, well, it's by Microsoft. It's the same kind of controller, just got a little skin on it. But guess what? If we focus on there, it has a 3.5mm headphone jack in there, which makes it perfect. If you've seen the new Elite controller coming out at the end of the year, that's got that 3.5mm headphone jack. This one does as well. If you guys have an old controller like I do that broke, and you guys don't want to have a Microsoft Share adapter, this solves that issue. As you go down here, we have my little box of consoles and computers. You can see my cord dangling in the background there. This is my Xbox One with the biggest shelf here. It's got a little fan. I'll talk about that in a sec. If you go back to my old, to my desk setup video, you can see these fans and how they work. But the Xbox has the big shelf. My PC, which is an Alienware Alpha console, the low-end model's got a 2.9 GHz dual-core i3 Haswell, 2 gigs of dedicated RAM to the graphics, 4 gigs of RAM, so it's base model, it's upgradable, it's beautiful, love it, it performs perfectly. If you guys want to see stuff on that, I'll link you to the website that Alienware has. This is just a set-top box to give TV to the Xbox, but I don't really use that often. But let's move on to the fans here. So this is one fan here that lets in air, so if the air comes in, it gets sucked through there and pulled into the whole console cabinet here. There's another fan in the back here that covers all 4 spots, including behind the Xbox, and it sucks the air out the back of the desk. Now, let's bring it round to the back of the desk. In here, there's a door which I can open, and there's all the cables, cords, and everything sitting on a shelf with power and all that kind of stuff, including my Mac, which is sitting in the back here for some reason. So all the cords and cables come in from behind the consoles and everything. I custom built this all myself, cut all this out, stuck this fan. This fan's an operating fan. It's got blue LEDs for some reason. There's all the power going through here with the long power board, including more power boards, and my Elgato Game Capture HD sits along here. So there's just HDMIs, power cables, and everything traveling through that. Let's let it close itself. Finally, over to this side, we have my shelf of boxes, as we call it. This has got on display all of the boxes for all the products you see basically on here. So we start from over here. This has got the Mixamp Pro box and my Covert Forces controller box, along with my only disc game, which is Advanced Warfare, which is soon to be kicked out by Black Ops 3, I assume. My A40s with Mixamp M80. Mixamp M80 is in the box because I'm not using it. And there's a couple of Xbox boxes behind all that. Over here we have my recording stuff, so the Samson Media mic box and the Elgato HD. Up above it we have my Apple setup. Over here we have my couple of Marvel movies. I'm trying to build a collection, plus a couple of DVDs of other stuff. My Logitech mouse box and its mouse mat. And then on top of all of that, we have my Deathstalker Essential keyboard box and my Alpha console box. That's basically my setup, guys. That's what I use to record on the daily and play. My Xbox has gone all dark. This is how I live my life. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. Thanks guys for making it to the end of the video. If you haven't seen previous reiterations of this series, the gaming setup videos, I recommend you go back and look through them. They're kind of funny to see how everything's changed. So I'll put them on the screen, links in the description if you guys are on fancy old mobile phones. But other than that, see you guys later. Have a good one.